if we cannot sit here tonight and pretend that when Ambazonians see on almost every day, every week we report about something done by the ADF in Mezam. We cannot sit on this platform to say that Ambazonians are not frowning when those things take place. And it is very critical, not for Mezam, but for this government, for the leadership of Mezam in liaison with the federal government to actually present some hope to the people of Amazonia. Oh yes, our boys have been manipulated and they are in the DDR, like you have mentioned. Oh yes, Cameroon has used the divide and conquer strategy to destabilize our defense apparatus. Oh yes, there are lots of them. I can name many things. But we still have Mr. Cho Ayaba all the way in Norway recruiting people working for Cameroon and creating mayhem against our people. Now, I'm not trying to put Mezam County on the spotlight, but I'm saying that Mezam County, how intentional are we in collaboration with the federal government to ensure that we stop this to a very great extent? It is nauseating. This week alone, you saw the images. It is nauseating. If the ATM gets out from their hideout into the main streets and create havoc against our people, how difficult is that for us to get out from our hideout and attack? We've not heard anything from the ASA for quite a long time from Mesa. Barrister Fu, I want to begin with you.
Yes, thank you, Paddy. Mezam, as I said before, is the epicenter of the revolution. Mezam is the leader of the revolution. But the performance of Mezam is being hampered by the commemoration, by the congregation of the forces of La République du Cameroun on Mezam, particularly in the Bamenda area. Bamenda itself is the epicenter. And I'm not only going to talk about Bamenda, I will talk about places that we need to take over as it was at the beginning of this revolution. Bamenda town is on assault, and I'm calling on Mr. Wilson Nebafu and the federal government to come up with a crack force to take over Bamenda. Bamenda needs to be taken over. And I know we Mezam people are we are warriors. We can take over Bamenda if we want. Our problem maybe is the resources. But if we have the resources and we put a crack force, and I'm suggesting to our defense coordinator that Bamenda needs to be taken over by a crack force of the ASA, well armed, and take over Bamenda from these hoodlums. Another place that we need to take over is Bali. From the beginning, Bali had one of the best fighting force. Bali has the Bali Buffaloes and another group. The Bali Buffaloes were led by one grandpa, they call him grandpa, but he's a young man. He sold out and is now hiding somewhere. We need to take over because La République has returned to Bali as if Bali now is where they find comfort. If you go to Bali, you will see the military, you will see the gendarmes, you will see the police, everybody is there. Where are our forces in Bali? We need that crack force. That crack force will not only work in Bamenda, it will work in those important areas that we had before. We need the resources, and please, the resources should only be used for our self defense, as this war draft was intended. We need it, and we need it very badly, because we need to take over our county, the Great Mezam County. We need to take over Bamenda Town. We need to take over Bali. We need to defend, to put a line of defense in Santa, because Santa is the last LGA entering La Republique. And it has a highway that leads La Republique straight to Bamenda Town. And that is very dangerous for us. We need to take over places like from Mezam right down to Bamenda Station, so that we give La Republique forces what they deserve. It is very easy for La Republique forces to leave Yaoundé and pass through Matazem, Santa, right down to Bamenda and go to Ngokutunja. It's only Ngokutunja that stops some of them from entering Bui. We need to do something. As a great county that we are, we need to work. We need to work day and night. We are not at it yet, but God helping, if we can raise the resources, we should go back to the drawing board and make sure that we take Bamenda, take Bali, take Santa, so that we involve ourselves, so that no forces pass through Mezam into Ngokutunja and Boe and DMC. That is what I think. Thank you very much.
But Mbeseha, react to that quickly. I suspect that the issue, the sound might be, the hitches might be coming from your angle, but react to that very quickly, please.
Yes, the sound is coming from here, but I'm in an environment where I cannot control that sound because it's
Please,
too obvious.
I'm going to try to help you from here. Just go ahead, please.
Okay,
He's out of
this
town.
is what this is what I can say about that. We had a report from our honorable chair of Mezam. He said, when you struggle, which is absolutely important, I'm sure, or I believe, right now we don't have an infantry to go invading those places. We have guerrillas, but we have guerrillas who can infiltrate them. The best advantage that we have is our enemies, as per the chairman report, are identifiable. They are known. We know where they are. We know them. We know the funds. We know the cooperators. And as it said in common language, the enemy of my enemy is my enemy. The friend of my enemy is my enemy. And so those who cooperate with the government or with our opponents are de facto enemies. They can be taken out one at a time. And the good thing we know is if you take out one, two, that is a lesson, the rest will run away. They will recoil into their sheriffs. And so we can only encourage the people there. I don't know what strategy they have. We don't need to discuss strategy here, but we're able to do it. As I always said, even with Choayaba, you see, Choayaba in his ADF, they don't live in the moon. They live down here with us. They live with people that we know. They operate from compounds. They eat food. They buy the same food from Bamunda Market or Batibo, wherever they are. And so, if we can take out these individuals, because we know them, they're identifiable, we know them, we would have won a large battle. Again, whereas our guerrilla fighters are not an infantry, they are the spy network. They know who is who and where you live, where you go to the market, where you go to the toilet. Take out one, take out two, take out three, and that's the end of it. And if we want to revisit the so-called taxi change again, if they are not enforcing it with the gun, tell the guy, tell him to change the color of a taxi just to talk. Let him wear an amber t-shirt and move from that spot if you go to 200 yards without being caught. So it is a trap set to catch people, set to identify our people and kill them. And so we leave the strategy to the Mezamites, just as we leave the strategy to all other counties. Again, as I've always said, we shall overcome.